Welcome to episode number 35 of the Tuning In podcast with Mark Lair Project. We explore a wide range of topics to inspire and inform. I'm your host, Jay Wells, and as always, I'm here with my homie, Mixman Sean. Sean, say what's up to the people.
What's up, people?
We're getting it. Today, we are talking about a lot of things, but the main topic of the show is going to be on the evolution of streaming. We're going to discuss a TV miniseries called The Playlist. It was a miniseries about Daniel Ek and the other creators of Spotify. And we'll use that as a bit of a framework to dive in a little bit more on what's going on with streaming from the past to now. We'll have a couple other segments for you. A little bit of fun with our What Grinds My Gears and What Made My Day segments. And then we'll talk some current events. Before we get into that, when I was doing my research for this, trying to open up with a quote, I decided that I was going to go a different route. And I found this poem by the author Robert Frost. And it's called The Road Not Taken. So I'm going to read that. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for the passing there, had warned them really about the same. And both the morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden back. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Yeah. What you think?
I like the structure of the poem.
Me too. I was like,
I like how he opened it in the same. He opened it the same way he kind of closed it.
yeah, he
Took you back on that. You know.
I was looking for a quote like I normally do when we discussed the quote. And I was like, the quote was only the two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that's made all the difference. Which I think stands out to a lot of people because that summarizes the whole poem, but it's also like a strong finish to kind of rehash like what he's talking about in the general sense of the whole thing. Think about that, man.
Right.
That's kind of actually a riskier thing to do, right? He even said where the two roads converged, everybody went to that crossroads. And even the crossroads had been trampled on. But everybody went the path that was blazed already. So, like, to be a trailblazer...
Yeah, it was already paved.
That's right. To be that trailblazer, you got to get off the beaten path. And so, I felt like this quote fit by itself to discuss, like, the change and the evolution of streaming, just because all the people that put in all that hard work to, like, create all this stuff that's out there these days, they had to take some risk and go a different way, go against the grain. Radio, CDs, records, all the way things were published and produced back in the day. Like, you couldn't just rock the boat like that. You'd get taken out. But I like this subject, and you put me on it a couple weeks ago, and you sent me the link for the playlist miniseries, and I thought that was a pretty dope miniseries. Tell me about your thoughts on the miniseries and why it stood out to you as pretty dope.
It's just kind of like, I started watching the series when it first came out, but I never finished it. And then I totally forgot about it. And recently, Netflix by itself was like, you want to continue watching this? I was like, what the heck? And I started watching it, and I remembered, and then I ended up watching the entire thing. And I don't remember why I stopped watching. Yeah, I was probably busy doing stuff. But like, I don't think I was into it the first time, but this time I watched it, I was like, oh, like with each episode, it's like I was already familiar with everything they were talking about. Like, cause I lived through it.
Yeah.
I was part of it. And then I started thinking, I was like, yo, why does this thing matter so much? Like, there's so much going on around it. There's so many, like, people involved. But what is that one thing that's bringing them? That's music.
Yeah.
This all this because of people love music.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just started thinking a bunch of different things, right? Like how is the music like experience now? Because I feel like our generation before streaming, I feel like we fell in love with the music.
Yeah, true.
We really played the song, like the songs really moved us. Like we were so emotionally attached to the music. I don't know if it's the same now, because the song comes. I don't think the kids are like sitting there and be like, "Yo, this song." I may be wrong, but I don't think it's hitting them the same.
Oh,
Like we had the same songs for like 5 years and more,
yeah.
And I'm totally going off on a tangent, but anyways,
No,
I
yeah.
watched it.
I think
And it was
I think what
it
you're
was
saying
dope to
about
me.
emotional context, I think it's still there. It just it's fleeting.
Right.
It's fleeting, and the reason is that the whole world is opened up to like you can publish yourself. You know what I mean? You're not going to get the money behind it, so it's
Mm-hmm.
not going to get that push. And the title of this episode is Us Against the Algorithm, and that's what it is. And that's what it's always been. The algorithm just used to be record companies or whatever industry overlords that controlled the industry. You had gateways in and out, and they still exist, but there's fewer barriers than there was in the past. They just come
It
in the
was like
form
the
of a
Silk
computer
Road of
code.
music.
Yeah, they come in the form of
Like
a computer
everything
code,
traveled.
but you can also leverage other technologies to get around that as well. You know?
Do you remember that transition? I mean, of course you remember, you were there.
Yeah.
Like going from having CDs to like just MP3 and downloading
Well, yeah, that's what I liked about
music illegally.
yeah, that's what I liked about that first episode. So if anybody even watches this and they just watch the first episode, they'll get an idea of what you're saying. Because he was Daniel X, the Swedish dude, programmer. He was in marketing, but he was writing code and shit like crazy. And they were using Pirate Bay. That was like the torrent site where you could get songs, but you just download them and play your own shit.
Yeah, everything, movies,
Yeah,
games.
exactly. And that something like that existed in various forms all over the world at different times.
Morpheus.
Yeah.
Napster.
Yeah, Napster, exactly. All those things happened. Streaming had been around in various different formats for a while, but it was like a crazy transition. And the TV show kind of broke down the behind the scenes of it like a documentary would, but it's acted out. So that was kind of neat. But
Yeah.
it's crazy how the advancements happened over the years. Because like the 90s was just crazy like that.
Like
It was the boom of technology.
with each episode, bro, I just felt like I was there for that.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, we gotta do an episode on this, because we saw this whole thing happening. It happened quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know if music is consumed the same way now.
Oh, it's definitely not. But that's what was neat about it was that, through the format of a playlist, like your playlist, that still exists. And that was like happening in the
Mm-hmm.
early 2000s when it popped up. So like you had
It's
flash players.
a digital mixtape.
Yeah. ESPN actually in 1995 was like the first internet radio. And it was like it was a game between the Mariners and the New York Yankees. And they streamed it.
Mm-hmm.
They streamed it digitally on the internet. That was like the first one. And then you had 96 to 98 where Flash Player and other macro media and some of that other shit was created so that people could put more digital format out there. And CDs were still very popular then. I don't think we quite had MP3s or MP4s until a little bit later. But, you know, I don't even know when did MP3 come out. You know?
It was in our high school.
Yeah, it was like during the late 90s or the early 2000s.
Yeah. Bro, we were the Napster generation. Like, we were on Napster at school, downloading one song a day.
Yeah, well, true. I think it was like when Napster was coming out, it was that big lawsuit that kind of shut them down, or at least made them have to change how they're
With
the drummer from Metallica.
that band, Metallica.
Yeah, Lars Ulrich from Metallica.
Bro, they were mad. I remember. I remember Metallica being hella mad.
Yeah,
And we all had their CD.
exactly. But that's where the marketing guru of it came in. It was like,
it felt illegal, but it was like, bro, like it felt illegal, but
well, it was.
we were not gonna live without that music.
No, you couldn't stop it though. It's like
it was illegal, but we had to get that music.
It was unstoppable.
We had to get it.
Yeah, you couldn't stop it. I mean, they took the sites down, but it just changed into different things. I mean, after Napster kind of went down.
Oh yeah, they would shut that down. Then it was a Kazaa.
Right. LimeWire was the big one. That's where everybody was putting viruses on their family computer. But you could get like software.
Hell yeah, bro.
All those softwares you get, music production, video production, anything, movies, full albums.
Shout out to the pirate people, bro.
Yeah.
Like you guys provided all the shit I love for free. Yeah. Thank you, man. Like, and like, yo, when I started making money, some of the shit that I fell in love with, I went back and fucking paid.
Yeah, no doubt. Well,
you know what I mean?
I think nowadays,
like the software.
Nowadays they kind of.
I use Photoshop forever.
Yeah. Nowadays they found a good ways. I mean, like, you could listen to all this music for free. You just got to put up with ads, So those companies are getting that money.
Yeah. I mean, they got the streaming radios.
Yeah. That's what I mean. You can make your own radio channel.
iHeartRadio, Pandora.
But you can use those systems to make your own radio channel, your own playlist, and people will pay you money to put their song on the playlist. Radio stations put playlists together, their hits or whatever.
No, it was, bro, because music was that important to us,
Yeah.
We had cassettes, we had CDs, and when we found a way of just getting it online, we were online.
You know who was the ultimate? The bootleggers, bro. You remember them? Hey, man, I got these CDs. So they got like the bootleg.
Yeah. Barbershops.
Selling them out there at the airports.
Bro, barbershop.
The bus stations. The BART.
Yeah.
The BART, they always had them.
I used to get my bootlegs from the barbers.
Hell yeah.
I would get 5 CDs for $20.
But like, some people saw this coming and they took advantage of it, and those people are like still out here doing it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, Blockbuster Video was the place to be, dog. Like on a Friday.
You had a membership?
Of course, bro.
You had a membership?
This picture, this Golden Gate.
Did you have a Bradley Video or whatever? What was the other one? Bradley
memberships
Video?
For those ones. Those were local. Hollywood Video,
okay.
Bradley. Those were all local.
There was some other one.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Okay.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Hollywood Video?
Yep.
Yeah. I had a membership, bro.
You see this picture behind
the
Golden Gate Bridge?
Me?
That picture? I bought that at Blockbuster Video, and they were going out of business. This was like 2009.
Damn. It's Dunkin' Donut now.
I know. Oh, but like you...
I remember going there with you and Dave.
Yep.
And maybe somebody else. I remember going with that Blockbuster a few times. You guys used to rent out fucking games and shit.
Yeah. And then before like movie streaming and music streaming was like getting really good, you had for movies particularly and video games, you had Redbox, Gamefly.
Yep.
These subscription things where they'll mail you the movie or the game, and you pay that fee, and then you mail it back when your time is up, or you keep it and pay the fee. Or
like Netflix.
so then Netflix was doing the same thing, but Netflix then pivoted to streaming, 07, and YouTube was in 05. And then, obviously there's still heavy players in the game. There's all kinds of different, different types of files that have been created over time to help streaming. We're at MP4 pretty much is the standard now.
Yeah.
For downloaded videos.
MP4, 3, yeah. 3 still out.
3 still used. Flash players, HTML5, the way the coding had changed over the years. Then Facebook and some of these other apps, Apple, they all started going streaming and not too long ago, to be honest with you. Like Facebook Live's been around for less than 10 years. I remember Facebook Live,
which is super crazy.
It's a whole different thing, bro. Like FaceTiming people, that's what they do now.
Yo, on the live sometimes, on the Facebook Live, I'd see somebody live, be like, "Why you live, bro?" Like you just live for no reason.
No reason. Yo, what's up? I'm just cooking dinner. I was out here.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Just random. But that's what's going on now. That's normal.
Now that's how they do beeps. Bro, I'm on 35th and 35th and wherever. Come down here, get some. Catch a fade. Get smoked.
Yeah.
Idiots.
For real.
That shit's hella funny though. Cracks me up.
Yeah.
But it's changed over time a lot, man. I liked
Did you like the series?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a good time, like a time capsule. You going back and oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh damn, I didn't know that's how that rolled out. And you get to see some of the brilliance of these guys.
Yeah.
On how they, convinced people to go this way and then put it out there and make it work and stuff. Like Spotify is the standard. You know what I mean? People be writing about
what stood out to me? One quote from that movie, bro, that really stood out to me was when the original coder, he's doing, he's really organic and he's honest to his feelings or whatever, right? And then the owner brings in a fucking super coder who was doing torrents or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah, he comes in and then the guy's like, oh yeah, everybody's replaceable. And I was like,
damn.
But yeah, it tripped me out because I've heard that before, and I was like, damn, it hurt my feelings. I was like, dude, I'm not replaceable. I'm me.
Yeah, I don't.
But when I zoom out and I look at it, I'm like, yeah, it ain't nothing but
the thing is,
it's nothing.
Yeah, in my profession, that's what people say that a lot too. So, but they're trying to say it with the connotation that you should be taking care of yourself. Be prepared for, when you retire, because the military, you're going to do your contract or you're going to retire. At some point, you age out. You can't do it forever. So they're always like, you're replaceable. Yeah. Just remember that. Yeah, But I don't like that.
Yeah, that was part of the evolution.
Yeah, but I don't like that phrase particularly. I get what it means, but I like to put my own little twist on it. I don't think people are replaceable, man.
Nope.
If you're good or you're bad, you are who you are. You're one of one. So yeah, you can't be replaced. Your work can. The position that you fill, the job that you're doing, someone else can come and do it, but they're not going to do it exactly like you, for better or worse. You know what I mean? But you are one of one. You do things your way, and no, people are not replaceable. their positions and their work is.
Facts.
Yeah, that's just how I feel.
I like that, bro.
That's my take on it, because I just don't think that that's a.
That's a good take.
Well, I just
That's
don't think that's a good thing to say to people. You're replaceable, you know.
I've never said it to anybody, but
people say
I've heard it.
Yeah, I mean,
People have told me, like in work environment type shit, like, oh yeah, as soon as you show them how to do this, you out the job. Like, it's happened to me. I've been replaced. I've replaced people.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm always replacing people.
Yeah.
Like,
and I get that,
but not in like you know.
I'm just being a little philosophical about it, but I understand the sentiment. Sometimes it's not you.
No, that's good. That
Sometimes people aren't using it in a mean kind of way. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that intent behind it. But I think at the end of the day, you got people that should believe that they bring some quality that's unique, which they do. So
hopefully,
whether it's strong,
otherwise you get replaced.
Yeah, whether it's a strong characteristic that you have, or it's for good or worse, you could be like the most annoying dude at work who never cleans out the work fridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're cooking fish at lunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't do that.
Then people will be ready to replace you.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like that too, though. That you just
do you have a playlist?
Do I have a playlist?
Do you have a playlist of your own? Since we're on the topic of playlists,
I thought about making one. I don't currently. When I used to listen to Pandora, I had a playlist when I had Pandora, but I stopped using that years ago.
Yeah, you know, when I was like right now, I have a playlist. I have a bunch of playlists.
Yeah,
but they're sloppy. They're
all
just
over
like
the place.
They're just they're all over the place. I had a much better playlist when I had physical CDs.
Oh yeah,
and like I would make compilations for people.
Yeah, a mixtape.
That's when I was super organized about it. Like, bro, I'm sure I've burnt you a couple of CDs. When I burnt CDs for my friends. Oh yeah, bunch. Yeah, we made a CD a day type.
Yep, exactly.
But like when I made CDs back in the days, like you only had spot for about 15, 16 songs.
Yeah.
So you had to pick.
You had to be smart.
What made the cut. You couldn't put everything on it. So you had to make that playlist.
Economical.
Like, I want this song to go first. Bro, there was a time when like for like a year, I burnt like 1,000 CDs, but number 7 was always the same because I was just like, yeah, number 7 is gonna be the same.
You know what? When it was CDs, when it was like albums like that were curated like that, did you ever put them on shuffle?
No, maybe. Actually, the Walkmans did have a shuffle button.
I never used it, though.
But bro, what are you gonna shuffle in like 12 songs? Just let them play.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Now you can do a whole discography and shuffle and listen to that all 5 albums like throughout the day. It just changes.
Actually,
you know what I mean?
When they went from CD players to MP3 players, but you can burn like 500 MP3s on a CD.
Yeah,
I did use the shuffle mode on that.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you went and you bought the new DMX album, you're gonna play it through track for track
from the top. Yeah.
Or you're just gonna.
There's no shuffling that. I don't want to hear the intro in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want the skits to pop up.
You know what I mean? They're like, now here's the intro. Like, come on, man. It's a thing. Yeah, I want to hear the barks in the beginning.
Hey, that was a pretty good DMX growl right there.
Where my dogs at?
Exactly, man.
I feel like, you know, that Who Let the Dogs Out and Where My Dogs At? Yeah. They're talking about the same dogs, bro.
That's probably true.
Yeah, he's like, who let the dogs out? And he's like, hey, where my dogs at? What happened?
Yeah, somebody let DMX's dogs out and they wrote a song about it.
For real.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a trip. I pushed over. We should make a playlist, a Mark Claire Project playlist, and put it out there for the people.
We should do that, bro.
Let's do it.
We should do that.
All right, let us know what you want.
I made a crazy song. I can't even let you hear it because I'm on the camera right
Oh
now.
yeah, that's all right. They'll hear it. The people will
I'm
hear
gonna send it to you because you know what's crazy? Can I just tell you
it.
just off topic crazy experience I had today?
Absolutely, I love that. We're gonna switch over after this, anyways.
Bro, so usually when I wake up, I always have something on my mind.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I just wake up like that. Today I woke up and I had two songs in my mind at the same time.
Yeah.
It was like an Indian song, like a Punjabi song, and a fucking heavy metal song. And then going on in my head at the same time together, like, and I'm just jamming. I'm singing the Indian part and the fucking English part.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I told my sister, I was like, yo, you know, like this shit, I was like, bro, they go together so well. And she fucking like imagined it. She was like, hell yeah. And then I put it together. So good, bro. It was naturally in the same key.
Hell yeah.
English and the Punjabi shit was the same key. And I fixed up the tempo and I started fucking jamming, dude. I made a heavy metal Punjabi song just because I woke up. That's me, you know?
Woke up looking for the broccoli.
Yeah.
Gotta get it.
Woke up looking for the broccoli. Yeah, for real. No. But it's trippy, bro, because I never heard heavy metal like growing up.
Oh yeah.
But like Steve, you, and Jaime, you guys really introduced me to like heavy metal.
Yeah.
Like Steve gave me that MP3 CD of Tool.
Right.
And you told me about like Rage Against the Machine. Jaime told me about the Deftones.
Oh yeah.
And we all like Tool together, you know what I mean? And other shit too. Like I really started to like it where I know a bunch of music.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've been to concerts.
Hell yeah.
And like I grew up on the Punjabi thing, and sometimes, bro, they both going on in my head, and I'm just, what's up?
Been to more rock concerts than me.
I sure have. Oh, dude, I saw Dave Matthews Band, dude.
Oh hell yeah, dude. His drummer, he's so good.
In Berkeley.
Dave Matthews Band's drummer.
Bro, them fuckers are the best. Like they're so good, dude. They had like 13 people playing the music with them.
Yeah, they rock out. That band is so good.
Hell yeah. My boy Jaime, we went there together. Yeah, shout out to Dave Matthews, and let's shout out to Dave Doss.
Yeah, shout out to Dave Doss too. Y'all don't know him, but we do.
Yeah. One day we gotta bring this fool. He's not fictional.
Yeah, that's true. That's right. We should just call him and send him an email right now. Just say, just log in. See what happens.
Yeah.
It'll be funny.
I always tell him, I'm like, bro, you gotta come on, but then I start thinking about it. I was like, bro, I don't want this guy to have to go to troubleshoot.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what? I think we have an appreciation because, you know, we're in our 40s. We're millennials. We have an appreciation for analog equally with digital, you know, because we've seen it all, you know, and but like we don't hide from the technology. I think a lot of people a little more older than us, maybe a little more apprehensive to play around with the high tech shit, you know, like my grandma's like 70 something and she just got a smartphone. You know what I'm saying? Like, grandma, you've had that smartphone at your fingertips. You'd have had that for a minute, but they get so afraid they're gonna break it because it, you know. But we came up with it, so like we have a strong foundational base with technology, but we can apply the analog shit too. So like we know what an on button is.
I'm so envious of people that could just like do without it. Like they're like hella Amish. They're just like, oh yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, how do you?
I'm about to be Amish.
They're like, oh, I'm just gonna go sit at the beach and watch the sunset without my boom.
I think I'm gonna become Amish, Sean. You know why? Huh? You don't hear national news reports about Amish crashing their carts and carriages, do you?
No, not like that. I really have to go looking for it.
Yeah, but these airplanes, though, that's a whole different story. They've been crashing left and right.
Yeah. Yo, yeah, you never see Amish like crashing a horse.
Exactly, bro. What'd you do today? Churn some butter,
Right?
and I rode my carriage, dog.
I wish I had a couple of Amish friends though, just to be like, what y'all cooking?
They're
Can I
hella
come over?
crafty, bro. Like there was like the hurricanes and floods and stuff back east, and the Amish like pulled up and like built houses. Like, hey, we're here to help, and they just started building homes because they just got it like that. And these were kids, bro. These were teenagers, like high schoolers. They pulled up and started like
Mm-hmm.
carpentering this house back together.
Dude, that must smell beautiful.
Well, I know you like that. The smell of fresh cut wood.
bro, I go to Home Depot for that shit. You know what I
Just for
mean?
the smell?
I'll be in the lumber aisle, I'll be like,
Oak
that shit's
trees.
pressure treated right there.
He's like, that's like the no green deal right there. Yeah. Sean, what it really is Sean likes to murder trees. He's like, you're the tree serial killer.
Yeah.
He's like out there,
Yeah,
chop
because
them down, chop them all down. I want that fresh smell.
hey, speaking of bro, I love trees so much. When I'm traveling, I stay at the DoubleTree Hotel.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, man.
No,
I ain't got a playlist, man. That sucks. I need to get one.
yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't even
I wouldn't even share my
I
playlist,
don't even know
bro.
where to start with a.
My playlists are so weird. Yeah,
I've been like real.
none of my playlists are like awesome. Somebody be like, "Yo, play your playlist," and they're like,
Yeah.
"Damn, you only got 9 songs on this."
Yeah, I'm like a creature of habit.
And then on my other one, I got like 500 songs on there,
Yeah.
but they don't belong together. It's just like, why?
I'll tell you this
Yeah.
about my musical taste lately. I mean, lately as in like the last few years. It's so limited that I probably have like 5 artists that I spend all year and just get into a groove.
Yeah.
Last year, my number one artist was Nipsey Hussle. I just kept playing his stuff a lot. And then I think I was recommending you to check out the Cars from the 80s. So like I played them a lot. And then they were like number 2. That's so random. You go from Compton.
Yeah.
Compton's notorious rapper to a 1980s like glam, funky, weird band. But like if I'm thinking, I'm chilling at work,
Yeah.
trying to work on a project, and I just need my brain to work good, I'll put on Miles Davis or some jazz or something like that.
How many miles?
All the miles. Infinite.
Damn. You ever heard of the song called 500 Miles?
Nah.
Dude, it's a dope ass song.
Who makes it?
It's a really old song, but Justin Timberlake, like, he remade it. And the hook's like I'll travel like 500 miles for you or whatever. And this is back in the day, so
yeah,
that's not like a 2-hour trip.
Yeah,
that's like 5-7 days.
Yeah.
Or like, depending on how Amish you are about it.
I walk those 500 miles, dog.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful song. It has a badass melody.
Hell yeah.
And that song, I loved it so much. But I also, like, there's a song that's, so I grew up on the same song, but like the Indian version.
Yeah.
And I used to love the Indian song. I'm like, bruh, this is the shit. And then one day I'm listening to Justin Timberlake's album because I was checking out the production, like who's, which one's produced by which producer. And then that song starts playing. It's called 500 Miles. And I'm like, yo, I've heard this before. And I basically knew the Indian version. And then I was like, oh, what the heck? We stole this shit. And then I heard the Justin shit. Then I went back and heard the original. And I thought it was a badass song. I love it both ways. Indian version and the American version.
Hell yeah.
I'm surprised you don't know this because you be knowing stuff.
I'm trying to look it up. It says I'm going to be 500 miles. It's got a couple people on it. So, okay, this one says 500 miles, also known as 500 miles away from home. Song made popular in the U.S. and Europe during the 1960s. Folk.
The Journeyman
Journeyman.
or something like that.
Says, see. Folk music, Paul Stookie, Peter, Paul, and Mary. Okay. Johnny Cash did it.
So basically, everybody sang this song.
Yeah, this was a very popular pop song in the 60s.
Bro,
Yeah.
this song has such a beautiful melody, bro.
It's in hella languages, too.
Like,
I'm looking at right here. It's
and
French,
I always like
Japanese.
the Indian version. I even did a remix of it.
Hell yeah. It's in Japanese, Hebrew, German, French, Hindi, Finnish, Czech, Bengali, Chinese, Assamese. You ever heard of Assamese, dude? What kind of
Bro,
language
it's
is that?
Asami. It's Asami, bro.
I mean, that's Assamese.
you guys be calling Nepal nipple and
No.
like Assam
What do you mean, you
Assam.
guys? What do you mean, you guys?
you American people.
You damn Americans.
you American guys over here.
They said it's in the 90s
Say
movie.
Assamese.
Yeah, I was joking. Fool.
Assamese and Nipply.
Vietnamese. I like to
you know, like even
honest.
China, we don't call China China, we call it Qin because the emperor, his name was Qin, bro. It was Qin dynasty.
Yeah, no doubt. The
Man.
I think Spanish they call them Chino.
Yeah. You know what trips me out?
What's that?
Mexican people are European, bro.
A lot of them are, yeah.
Yeah. They're from Spain, right?
Well, not just Spain. They had Germans,
Portugal.
Portuguese. Yeah, I mean, well, the Spanish and the Portuguese basically divided up the map and said, "We'll take this part, you take that part. England, you take that part." And those were their claims on the free world in their eyes when the Western power players set sail to conquer. So that's why you ended up with England over there for you. And the French had a piece of it too.
It's pretty interesting, bro.
The Portuguese was heavy trying to get into Japan. You ever seen that TV show Shogun? Oh, it's killer, dude. It's fucking good. You gotta watch it.
So the Portuguese never, like nobody took over Japan, right?
No. They tried. But Japan had
because
I mean, the Catholic
Japan was kind of
the Catholic Church did their way of doing things by getting involved in the communities, converting people to Christianity, and that's how they kind of try to get influence on the politics and the trade and the economics and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the religion.
Yeah, just like India.
That was their play everywhere. Get in with the locals, convert them, and then that creates them to have some buy-in to their culture and all that. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was
So we're gonna put together this playlist.
Yeah, let's get a playlist going. You know, we'll get it out there and push it out on the channel, and just put some good stuff on there. But we gotta have like genre playlists. Do you think we should have just one? Just dump it all in one?
We gotta do a couple of different ones, I guess, because everything can be in the same.
Yeah, we just gotta do I mean, we could do one that's just like.
We'll do maybe we could do it by year or like maybe we could do by
like a 90s playlist.
Yeah,
that could be fun.
We could do one from like our school years. Let's do one from like our high school, from like the freshman year to
98 to 02.
Yeah.
Too many
And
bangers.
then whatever happened, whatever was memorable in those 4 years, we
Yeah,
should start off with that and then see where that goes.
you're gonna have a lot of Britney Spears and Eminem.
It's Britney, bitch.
TRL
Oops, I did it again.
and NSYNC and shit.
Ding, 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 ding. She
Exactly.
had some beats. She had some fire beats.
Her songs were hella popular and catchy. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
But everything at that pop music of that era was just like unstoppable. It was undefeated, bro.
Super good. Even bro, even NSYNC had a couple of bangers.
Yeah. I mean, catchy shit. You'll know some lyrics to it. Even
You
if
remember that 98 Degree people?
Oh yeah, I remember '98. I don't remember
Remember
any.
that they shot that video on the bridge?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's a good song. I like that song. I had that song on a couple of my CDs.
I liked. I mean, R&B in that era was hella good too.
Mm-hmm.
But
It was.
yeah, let's do it. Let's just start with one, and we'll go from there. Curated
Hell
playlist
yeah.
by Mark. Their project. Let's get it.
Ooh.
Tuning in, not just for the podcast, but for the playlist.
Hey, on some random shit, bro.
Yeah.
I think we should add the word "the" in front of Markler Project. I like
Project.
1, 2, 3.
I started
like
sneaking that
that.
in the opener of our show. You notice that? Welcome to the Tuning In podcast.
I never noticed that, but I like that better.
Oof. TMP.
You feel me?
P.
Don't that sound a little?
Yeah.
One more thing, yeah.
Let's do it, man. You know what else we should do, bro? We should do what grinds my gears.
What? We should, huh?
You lead the way, bro. What grinds your gears, Sean? What's been grinding your gears?
Do I lead the way? Something did grind my gear. I forgot. Do you have something on top of your memory?
Oh yeah, man, definitely. People on the internet being fake as hell, but also people in real life being fake as hell. You know what I mean?
Let's do that.
That really pisses me off. It really grinds my gears.
Like how so? How so? Like fake people, like artificial intelligence, or like
like
actual people being artificial.
Yeah,
unintellectual. What's the
artificial dumbasses? No, they just.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
The facade, man. People be putting on a facade, man. Like, if you're broke, you're broke. If you're, an asshole, you're an asshole. If you're not, you're not. If you're not tough, you ain't tough.
What's wrong with being you? Be yourself.
Like, if I'm gonna write a song about some shit, for it to be genuine, relatable, it needs to be like coming from a place of authenticity. But that's how people should be all the time, anyways. But
that's because you're like, bro, you're from the old school time before the internet, when being an artist was something, it meant something. Like, like you, I don't know, you had to have something.
Yeah.
Like, you had to have like a way of doing a thing. You had to stand out a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't just hop on the internet and be like, hey, I'm going to be artist in 10 years, but like, watch me become a type shit.
Well, like you are what you are. Like, just don't have to misrepresent yourself, I guess. That's what really bothers me. It actually bothers me. It's like, I don't let it like disturb my day, but I don't understand why people do that to like.
Yeah, just lying and shit.
Yeah, just be yourself, be honest. It's very easy. It makes everything around you go
Remember that song?
Way better. You know what I mean?
You ain't gotta lie to kick it?
Yes, fuck. Yeah, you ain't gotta lie to kick it.
Thou shalt not cap.
Yeah, thou shalt not cap, bro. Yeah, just fake ass phonies.
And you know what's crazy?
Piss me off, man.
Kendrick did that song and Tupac did that song.
Yeah. Which one?
I like them both because it goes with what you're saying. Like, You don't have to be fake, bro.
Yeah, just be who you are.
And because honestly, that's what's gonna make me dislike you.
That's true.
You know,
I mean,
if
maybe.
you come as you are,
Oh, that's like Nirvana, bro. Come
that's Nirvana for
as you.
sure. Yeah. We're
I
all
don't
like,
even know the word to
we're
that song.
just talking in metaphors and shit.
Makes sense. Like pseudo intellectuals. That's the other thing
Yeah.
that bothers me. Pseudo intellectuals on the internet. Okay, everybody's got opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. You're entitled to your opinion.
Yeah.
Free speech is a beautiful thing. That's why I got this Constitution right here. I believe that it's a strong
Yeah.
thing. At least in America, we get the opportunity to do that. But just don't forget, whenever you open your mouth, you're taking a risk. Every time. Because people out here looking like dumbasses. And, you know, they're playing all their cards are open. The whole hand is open, you know. I don't know. I shrank my circle even more because of fake ass motherfuckers. I like people
Yeah,
keep it real,
bro.
man.
I mean,
I am who I am. I've always been authentic. And in my lane, like I've spent now more than half my life doing what I do.
hey, I'm sorry to hit you with another one
Send it.
because I am whatever you say I am.
That's
If I
right.
wasn't,
Why would I say it?
then why would I say I am?
Exactly. Through lyric.
And that's from where I came before it was from Eminem.
100%. Both good. That's the old mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's honestly a great point because, you know, I just feel like people are way too emotional when they share their opinions. And that's fine. It is what it is. But
Bro,
just expect that not everybody's going to play
for
that.
them, I just want to tell people everything's been done. What hasn't been done is you. So just be you.
That's true, man. And
Like, don't be. You just trying to be what you're not. Like, but then, bro, that's all been done.
yeah, don't be a carbon copy.
You and your story is what's unique. Like,
Yeah.
why don't you just be you?
Yeah, and if like 100 people like it,
Just
who cares? That's 100 people. If one person likes it, it's worth it. You know what I mean? Like if
yeah.
you
Have
got
you
one
ever
good friend, it's
been in
better
a
than,
room with 100 people?
if you got one good friend, it's better than 100 fake friends.
Exactly.
So, oh, that pisses me off.
And that, bro, that is the hard truth.
Yeah.
Like, what good is a conversation that's just like, I don't know.
You know what? This ties together. This also grinds my gears. When people say they like to keep it real, they don't be keeping it real. They're capping.
Yeah.
Almost every
Yeah.
time. Oh, I'm just going to keep it 100. No, you're not. You need to keep it 0.01. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of bullshit. It's like you wouldn't have to say that. Like you don't need
Oh,
a
it's just like
disclaimer.
people be
Disclaimer,
like,
I'm gonna tell the truth.
no, what about the people that be like, not gonna lie, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like, dude.
I think
So
it's
like usually you just lie, but this time you're not gonna lie.
not gonna lie. Why do I not believe?
Yo, not gonna lie, man. I like this thing. It's like, dude, why are you not gonna lie? Like, what made you want to not lie?
Yeah, exactly. And they just move.
Like, no, just lie. It's cool. It's cool. I won't even care. Just lie.
That's
You know.
so funny.
Hey, not gonna lie, bro. That grinds my ears.
Yeah, it does. Keeping it real.
I just remember the one I had, bro, and it's not even that serious. Like yours is like actually would piss me off.
All right. Well, what grind
Like
you
that
with?
kind of shit. I don't like it. It's like I just don't like people like pretending to be like whatever, because it's like, dude, when you pretend, I can see. Like I can see through you, in outside of you, behind you. Like I can see everything around you.
Yeah.
So
Transparent.
it does. It like I don't even want to. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yep. I don't want nothing to do with nobody like that.
Yeah, but if you were if you're yourself and you're genuine, and like you might be in the early stages of life, I can see your potential just
Yep.
because you're not pretending. I'm gonna be like, yo, this little motherfucker's gonna grow up and be somebody. Because he's not bullshitting. It's
Yeah.
like he's right there, but I can see him be way over there. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna happen because I can see the way they move. They just not happen. It's like, oh damn, you don't know how to do that, but you asked me how to do it.
Yeah. You know how
And
when you ask somebody for like a specific thing and they beat around the bush,
yeah,
that's such a waste of time.
for
It
real.
was like, hey, Sean, just tell me one thing that you really like. And you're like, well, I can't just narrow it down to one. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's two sides to the coin.
Tell me one, bro. I'm just asking, just one, you know. I don't like that either, beating around the bush. And I like to check when I do that too. Sometimes it's people thinking out loud, so I give people grace, but yeah, I don't like that.
Yo.
What grinds your gears, bro?
Okay, this is so stupid, but it actually gets on my nerves. It's like, and it happened a couple of times where I had to just stop, be like, bro, what the fuck? Cause like, bro, I be talking to some people, and they're telling me some shit. They're like, oh yeah, and halfway through they be like, yeah, like I said. I'll be like, when? You fucking never said that.
You haven't said it ever.
Yeah, like I said, what? Oh yeah, so like I was saying, dude, you didn't say that. That pisses me off because I'm paying attention. I'm like listening to everything you say. You didn't say that. You over here like, oh yeah, so this happened, and then, like I was saying, no, you didn't say that. When did you say that?
You have a
That's not cool.
Like when you have conversations with people and they're like, and then they were like, and they were like, and they were like, and then like, and then like, there's a lot of likes in there.
Yeah, dude, no. I had this coworker and he'd be on the phone with me, and like he would just telling me random shit like, and halfway through the thing he'd be like, yeah, like I was saying, like no, like I said, and I'm just like, bro, this is the first time you said it. This is the first time. When did you say it before this? I'm looking for it. Because if you said it, I'd be like, yeah, like you said. Like you said earlier, you didn't say this. This is new.
Shenanigans.
And he did that 4 or 5 times, and I'm just like, dude, stop saying things you didn't even say. Or say it, and then be like, yeah, like I said. And be like, yeah, you said that. I remember when you said that.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
It is.
But it happened. It happened. My gear was grounded to death with that shit.
Completely off the gears.
Huh?
Completely off the gears. Ground all the way off.
Yeah, bro. So like I was saying.
Like I said. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said. Damn. Like, bro, if you're gonna say that, just make sure you say it, and then like a few minutes later hit me with the like I said.
For sure. Got to.
I don't like it. Stupid shit gets on my nerves.
Yeah, that's why you got
it's always the dumbest shit. And people be like, dude, why does that bother you? I'm like, you didn't say it.
This conversation's over.
Yeah, like I said.
Like I said.
Like I said, I'm gonna hang up on you.
Have you ever
you know what I miss?
What?
I miss hanging up on people while being mad.
Like physical hang up? Yeah, now it's gonna cost you $1,000.
Yeah. Fuck you, man, dude.
It's not the same. It's not sad.
It's not. It doesn't hit. Yeah, it's not. Even the flip phone had that little sound like. You were like, yeah, man, whatever, dude.
It doesn't even make a sound anymore. It's just like.
Yeah, now if you get hit with the scam likely,
yep,
you gotta be like, man, fuck you. I'm gonna silence you.
Yeah, it's not as exciting. It's not dramatic.
You know how you take a picture on your phone and it still goes.
Yeah,
it makes a little sound, right? I think when you hang up, it should be like.
There should be an angry hang up button.
Yeah, it should be 2 options. Like, yo, hang up on this little bullshit motherfucker.
Yeah. Maybe that could
And
be how
then,
we
or
get
be
rich,
like,
bro. That's how we get
huh?
rich. You know how there's emojis that have little things? Like if you hang up on somebody angry on their phone, it's like fire.
Yeah.
Like a fireball comes on.
all the scam likely.
Yeah, fuck those robots, dude. They're part of the algorithm,
For
man.
real.
Part of the thing. They use this technology against us. It's fucked up. Scammers be grinding my gears
I
all the
know.
time too. We gotta talk about scammers in one episode.
I wish they had an option on your little social media where it'd be like, hey, no algorithm for me, thank you. Just show me the people I follow.
Exactly. I want to get a
Just show
person.
me.
I want to bring a person on the
Eh,
show that like are one of those people that catch scammers.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
seen
yeah.
them? Those people are amazing. They're amazing.
They're funny as hell,
They're like
bro.
reverse hackers. They hack into
Yeah.
their shit while they're trying to get like the guys are trying to scam them, but they're like reverse scamming them back. I love that. Those are
Yeah,
like
yeah. Few of them are good. I seen this one lady. She does it live, but like
she gets them so
she's
mad.
young, but she pretends to be a grandpa.
Yeah. She's hilarious. I know who you're talking about. We gotta get her on the show.
Yeah, yeah. And
Talk about
she's
what
like,
she does.
oh yeah, and she changes her voice.
I love that shit. It's so funny. And
She pretends to give him the information.
because those dudes are dirtbags, bro. If you think about it, like
Mm-hmm.
they take advantage of people that don't know what's going on. Like they got my grandparents one time. My grandparents called me,
Dude, that's fucked up.
or like my mom called me. She's like, Josh, the something's going on with your grandparents. Like somebody extorting for money. Like somebody called my grandparents, pretending to be me, but they were in jail. And they were asking for money to get bailed out.
Oh, can you bail me out? Damn.
Yeah, that wasn't the scam. I'm like, come on, man. But then the fake Zelle people tripped me out too. They were using Zelle all the time. Oh, just send me some Zelle, and I'll hold it for you as a security hold. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then once it goes through, we'll check. Then whatever. So they'll just scam you out of like a portion of the money that for whatever you're trying to sell online or whatever.
Bro,
Scammers,
did you see this?
they're
Did you
clever,
hear
but
about
they're
that lady
maniacal
from New
little
York that?
bastards.
No, they're fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
I I don't even know what. Like they just wake up, be like, yeah, I'm gonna go scam people today. Damn.
That's their whole MO. That's their whole livelihood. They don't do anything else. That's just how they make money.
I've been scammed in real life and a
It's
couple of
tough.
times. It's a bad feeling when you get scammed.
Yeah, it's terrible.
When they take your money and it's like, damn.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah, I've gotten scammed a few times.
You remember that movie The Beekeeper, bro? With Jason.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yes, sir.
He's like,
Hey, bro.
hey, bro.
Jolly good, mate.
Let me tell you something.
Oi, mate. Oi, mate.
I'm gonna come through there right now, and I'm gonna punch you in the throat. Yeah, he's fucking savage, dude. I would never fuck with that.
He's the best, dude.
Yeah, that movie,
Yeah.
The Beekeeper. If you ain't never seen it, he goes out and gets revenge on the scammers. He takes the whole network down, and it's amazing.
Right away, he does it like within the first 8 minutes. He don't waste no time.
Nothing. It's like John Wick.
There's no like, oh yeah, up until the intermission, everything sucks. No, it's like
it's so funny how all like Jason Statham has like had every job you could possibly have. You know what I mean? And they made a movie about it. And Jason Statham, the janitor, is like, hey, who knocked over my mop bucket? He's like, that'll be the last time. He's like, and just jams them.
Yeah.
And they die. That's fucking.
No, he's good. He reminds me of like a British Bruce Lee or something.
Yeah, pretty much. He's had some funny movies, man. He's been the mechanic. He's been a beekeeper. He's been a transporter. I don't even know.
He's always hands-on.
Yeah, definitely. He cracks me up. I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, let's shift gears, man. That's a lot of gears that have been grinded, so let's do something.
For real.
What made your day? Let's go into the what made your day segment. A little happiness. No, this is a new.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first, man.
You want to go first?
good music, man. Good
Yeah,
music
okay.
makes my day, bro. Like seriously.
Let's hear it.
And if you ever been like, I don't want to clean up around here today, but you just find the right shit and you just play that and it just fires you up and you get going. You know what I mean? The next thing you know, your house is like all back in order, your shit's squared away, and like you feel good. I
You got
love
a
it.
cleanup playlist?
I have a few, man. I just like whatever I'm jamming to. I
That's
like
dope.
when I'm cooking, I like to play like Santana.
Woof.
Yeah, back in the day, or like I like good,
You
good.
actually introduced me to Santana as well.
I love.
You gave me a couple of his CDs.
I like all his shit throughout the
Do
year.
you remember when 7-Eleven used to sell CDs?
Of course, everybody used to sell CDs.
I bought my Santana CD from 7-Eleven in Concord.
Supernatural.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a great one, dude. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good. I like to play music and do chores and clean up and stuff. And it always is, and you have to have the right stuff. But yeah, man, I just
Hell
appreciate
yeah.
it. That's what makes me
Yeah.
happy. So like, I'll go down rabbit holes too. Like, people will make mentions of stuff in their songs, and I'll go listen to that music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Rediscover things from the past that hadn't really checked out in a long time.
This reminds me of the time when I really got into the Tool in high school, and I was listening to it, and you were like, "Yo, bro, you gotta listen to what Tool used to listen to, like Alice in Chain type of shit."
Mm-hmm.
And then you gave me some old ass shit to listen to now. Oh, Led Zeppelin and shit.
Yep.
And I started listening to them. I was like, "Oh shit, I see the similarities.
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
see
because
how they fucking
they did
influenced them."
what album did they do? One of the Tool albums that was the Tool Live. They did a cover of a Led Zeppelin song called No Quarter.
Okay, okay.
And that's I remember that. I was like, yeah, dude, you like that song? That's actually a Led Zeppelin song that I put you on the Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, then I started listening to Led Zeppelin, and I was like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I see the influence,"
That was from
which is dope because now, like, I can hear what they inspired by, and it makes a difference on how I um see shit. I'm not either. I'm not as good, but I like to study the greats. I
yeah.
like,
I do
I
too,
mean,
man.
that's what it's about.
Yeah, I do too. The same thing I found um like Jimi Hendrix, obviously you listen to Jimi Hendrix, you might
Hendrix.
want to play guitar
Yeah, I
after.
remember you were hella into
Like,
Hendrix.
yo, this is something out of this world. Electric
No, it's from
Lady
Seattle.
Band. Exactly.
Hendrix from Seattle, bro. No,
Exactly.
I'm
Out of
just
this
joking.
world. They got,
Seattle's best,
yeah, exactly.
not the coffee.
They got the Chaz up there.
Musician.
They got the autonomous zone up there. Or is that Portland? I can't remember. Seattle or Portland. One of them. I think it's Seattle had the Chaz, right? Where they shut it down during COVID and it's like it was an autonomous, ungoverned zone. Bunch of weirdos. Like took
Yeah,
over a
Portland.
block. They took over a block.
Oh,
But
I went out there around that time, and Portland downtown scared the shit out of me. There was a lot going on.
like a foreign land. Like, what the fuck happened? I thought I was in
Yeah,
America.
I went there. It was scarier than San Francisco, bro. I was like, dude, I don't want to park over here.
Yep, exactly. No law, lawless. But like Hendrix, for example, was somebody that brought me even further back in time because they'd ask Hendrix in an interview, who was your favorite artist? Who's your whatever? He'd say Bob Dylan. So then you're like, oh,
Oh, damn.
Hendrix likes Bob Dylan. What inspired him?
Yeah. I remember you
Same
telling me
thing.
about Dylan too.
Yeah, exactly. So it all goes. My grandpa and my uncle are big Bob Dylan fans.
Yep. And there was another dude too. I forget, bro. You put me on a lot of good music.
I like all that old shit. Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Mm-hmm.
That's good, man. It's good,
Mm-hmm.
good stuff out there. But like hip hop samples, for example, they do a lot of taking the classics and repurposing them, slowing them down, taking the clips, and they put
You
them into their music.
You know what my favorite moment was, like around when I got into that type of music?
Yeah.
When Tool made a feature in the Rage Against the Machine
Oh
song.
yeah, yeah.
That was so dope, because
Yeah.
always saw that in hip hop, like, oh, so and
Crossovers.
so featuring this and that, but you never saw that in the band.
West Coast bands,
You know,
a lot.
it was like Rage Against the Machine was rocking out, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
fucking Maynard comes in. Oh, that fucking 45 seconds
Yeah.
was just a trip, bro.
Well, he had a feature.
So dope.
He had vocals on their first album. He did vocals on one of the songs. I forget what it was.
Yeah, I remember that he was like, it's talking about something like, I got no patience
Yep.
now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Too good, bro.
Too good.
And he only said like 3 lines.
Yeah, man. That was like the spooky,
But like we ran that shit back. Like
it was that kind of feature. Like he just came in and said a couple words.
Yeah.
It was like so good. They had to have it on the album.
Dude, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was like the dude from Kendrick, crazy, scary, stupid.
Hilarious.
Very short feature, but killed it.
Actually put a nice extra touch on the song. Even as simple as
it was about the scream.
Yeah.
Because after he fucking whispers his like few, and then he goes like, yeah. Kills it, man.
Gotta love that stuff. Well, West Coast bands did that a lot. Like, so you had Alice in Chains, you had Pearl Jam, and you had Soundgarden. These were like Seattle grunge rock bands, and they formed a super group called Day of the Dog.
What a time that was, huh?
Yeah, they had
like shit was just crazy.
They had a band like all together, their own little band, like a bunch of the bits and pieces from all those bands played together, and it was called like Day of the Dog or some shit like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they had a couple like really fucking good songs that if you just had the playlist rocking on shuffle and it came up, you wouldn't know like which band it is because it fit into like all of their niche, because it blended all their greatest features of their individual bands into one hodgepodge, you could say. See, that's why I'm saying, dude, this is why it makes my day, dude.
Hell yeah. You know who put me on Beatles?
Who?
My ESL teacher from El Dorado.
Oh wow.
She was like a big Beatle head, bro. She let us hear Beatles. She taught us a Beatles song.
Oh, dope.
Like Tornon teaches English.
Mm-hmm.
She taught us that song, Here Comes the Sun. And I learned that song in ESL class because my teacher was a big old Beatle head.
Yeah.
And she thought it'd be cool to teach these people songs.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then they could pick up the language.
We did have a teacher like that too when we were in the in high school that did something like that. We had a couple songs and we listened to all of them and we had to write about them. It was like a American class or some shit.
That might have been a different class. I was in ESL, bro.
It was
you were never in ESL.
No, this was start nowadays.
Yeah.
It was what was her name, man? Miss Denise.
Was it the English teacher?
She had the curly hair, Miss Denise. She was only there for like 5 seconds. We made her quit.
Yeah.
I was mean to a couple of teachers.
Oh no, like few teachers.
Yeah,
I know. Everybody quit. I remember. I was surprised. I was like, damn, like teachers are quitting because the students are that bad.
Yeah, Mr. G didn't last, bro.
Nope.
He didn't last.
Just a semester. Yeah. Not him.
But the lady that replaced him.
Dude, we were that bad. I wish we had like teachers who didn't give a fuck. Be like, yo, whatever. But our teachers could not handle.
My last.
Minus
year,
me.
My senior year,
because I wasn't that bothersome.
My senior year, I had to make up a 2 classes. I had to make up a math. I had to finish up integrated math. So I was in with the juniors. And then I had to make up an English class. So I was in with the juniors for a math and an English. And then once I got caught up, the first semester I finished up the makeup. Then they put me in like regular classes. Oh, that second semester, bro, they put me in business math. I showed up my first day, bro. There's a dude on the windowsill playing guitar and smoking a cigarette. And then I look to the left, and there's a couple like making out. Other dudes are sleeping and shit, playing poker in the corner, and the teacher's just sitting there like, oh. And I was just like, okay, this is gonna be the easiest class of all time. All you had to do was go in there, not
Yep.
cuss, not fight nobody, and
Dude, I remember so many students fighting the teachers, like in our school. I just couldn't understand why there's like a little fucking teenager student is in a battle with this old ass teacher. Like, I'm like, dude, just give it up. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
The teacher wasn't even that bad, but this teacher was just fucking pissed off, and he's about to beat this kid, but he couldn't because he was following the rules, and the kid was breaking all the rules.
Exactly.
And the kid was my friend, and I was like, bro,
Just
you don't gotta bother Mr. Whoever. Yeah, like,
bro,
I forget the dude's name. He was like, I'm about to beat this kid's ass, and I was like,
I made that deal,
and he was nice to me.
I made a deal with my English teacher senior year. Remember Miss Seaver? I came in.
Yeah, best teacher ever.
I was like, Miss Seaver, you know, she
had the best room.
Yes. You know how she had that extra.
She would give us snacks.
Yeah, you know, she had the extra.
Bro, you know, you think, bro, that's where the snack boy Sean was born, in Miss Seaver's classroom.
Cheers to that, dude. I was nap
for
boy,
real.
I was nap boy Josh in there,
bro.
That back.
He was nap boy Josh and snack boy Sean.
I was nap boy Josh. I would get in the class and I told her I wasn't going to do any work.
Cheeses for a quarter.
I was like, Miss Seaver, I read this whole book. She didn't believe me.
I remember that. She gave you credit for writing your own poetry.
That's right. I'd post it on the bulletin board and shit, and then I'd go sleep in the back, and I'd wake up randomly through class, break down.
Which was good, though. It's because she recognized your talent, bro. Yeah. Like, I don't know where she's at, but like, yo, shout out Miss Seaver, because she wasn't like trying to
their hearts.
It's big, bro. She let you do that because she saw the potential in you, and she was like, bro, this guy knows already how to write.
Yeah,
let him do that.
Yeah, and then she would give me like notes and stuff on the creative writing that I would turn in.
Exactly. Well, I couldn't even do that.
So the back desk, I had a drawer that had a pillow and a blanket in it.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I get to the class, I'd open the drawer, put the pillow down, put the blanket over, so I had a little tent.
and that class was after lunch.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like yeah. So we got there sweaty and just playing around and just like, oh, now this class. So it was like the last class or whatever, right?
It was so funny. Yeah, man.
But yeah, she was easy on me too, because she knew I was like a little ESL dude.
Yeah,
I was doing my best.
Just trying to make it.
Yeah.
So what makes your day, bro?
But no, well, bro, I got a few things over the past, like this week. A lot of things just like they put a smile on my face and shit, you know.
Well, hold on. What was it?
Ding. I don't know if I should start from the earliest to today or today to running backwards.
Just run it however you want.
I'll just go in order, just to keep it in order. Earlier this week, bro, I made this remix just of like a Mac Dre song.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was chilling and I was having a good time, and I thought I made something unique. When you look at the mix, it's not like perfectly mixed.
Yeah.
But the concept is really, really cool. I like it. And you shared it, obviously, because you share all my shit. Yeah.
That's how we do.
You know? You're one of the only guys. That made my day.
You gotta keep it real.
But like, you're family, so that's I see that often where that's not a surprise to me. But our homie Trevor,
yeah,
like he shared it, and I woke up and I see that like that. It just made my day. I'm like, bro, fucking Trevor, bro, we go way back, like
one of the homies.
He knows exactly who Mac Dre is. A lot of people don't know Mac Dre.
Yeah, that's true.
And my followers or like Indians, like they don't know, or if they do know, they just can't relate because they weren't there.
Yeah.
when that shit was happening. So Trevor knows what's up. He knows me, and he knows our connection. Like, out of a lot of the people, he might have been the only one that kind of totally felt what was going on.
Yeah.
I like I was totally into it. Like it was dope. And then Trevor shares it. I was like, fuck yeah.
That makes
All it took was one person. It was just one person, but just knowing who Trevor is.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, fucking this fucker definitely fucking like heard it and enjoyed it, and that's why he shared it. And that just made my day. So shout out Trevor, bro. And like, not because of that. There's another time, bro. I'm now I'm gonna time travel.
That's fine.
Way back in the day when I started making music,
Mm-hmm.
and like Trevor doesn't know Punjabi. He doesn't know nothing about my shit, you know. But he just knows that I do this, you know.
Yeah.
So I dropped this like album, and like it's out there, but like Trevor doesn't have to do nothing about it, right? This guy hops in a taxi with some like taxi driver who happened to be Indian. He was like, yo, play my homie's music. Bro, he made the taxi driver play my shit. And then he called me to let me know. He was like, yo, I'm over here listening to that Punjab shit in the taxi. You know?
That's awesome.
So that shit like that makes my day.
Of course.
And yeah, so that's one. Should I do another one?
If it's up to you, bro. I think that's awesome when people share
I mean,
stuff. You know, it makes you feel good because, like,
no,
it's weird because we got a lot of people. You see them sharing other things all the time. So, like, how hard is it? Just hit a little button. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, it just depends on who too, though. It's like, because, you know, certain things isn't for everybody, but certain things is for certain people only. And when they appreciate it, you're like, yo, this is all I need. Also, shout out your aunt Susan.
Aunt Sue, yeah.
Number
#1 top.
Yeah, Aunt Sue. Shout out Aunt Sue because she left me a comment, and that also made my day. That was
Right.
really nice of her. So shout out to her too.
Hell yeah.
And you know what I mean? Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, that's right.
And you know, and chiming in. That made my day. That put a smile on my face. I was like, hell yeah. Thank you. So shout out to Aunt Sue.
Hell yeah.
And God bless her.
Yeah, bless her.
And
Love you, Aunt Sue. I like it. You know what made my day too, bro? Just to see you drop music. You hadn't put music out in a minute. So like I saw the remix pop up.
Yeah,
You
which
even,
is
like, give me a heads up. I was just like, all right, cool, fucking send it. Let's go.
And you know, that's not that serious. That's me just like trying to make sure I can still edit stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? Just to
You gotta
do
stay
something.
sharp. You gotta stay sharp, man.
Yeah. It's one of those things I can't explain it. I just do music, and it's a lot of time it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of time it's only for two people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I might do a song for just me and Josh.
Yeah.
I might do a song for just me and Jaime.
Yeah.
I might do a song for just me and my mom or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the audience doesn't have to be hella people. Like, I don't do general shit. I do really, 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 really dialed in shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's satisfying as fuck to me.
I love that, bro. It's like a little angel flies in, just makes you feel good. Just fly away, feeling good.
Oh,
love it,
can
man.
I add another one?
Yeah, add another one.
That made my day. Our boy BG.
Yeah.
Shout out to BG, bro.
Restored Valor.
He just hit me up like Restored Valor, bro. He just hit me up randomly. He was like, hey man, just checking in, you doing good? I was like, thanks, bro. That made my day. Just like, you know what I mean? I'm just driving around. I'm like, yo, what's BG saying? He's like, oh yeah, I just want to make sure you're good. I'm like,
I know we need to get
I
him.
like that. Thank you, sir.
We need to get him back. We got to do some guests coming up.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's run another one. So yeah, BG's in Japan. He's doing good.
Yeah, we got to get him
He,
on
he
so we
just
can talk.
randomly chimed in just to yeah. He just wanted to just like wave at me or whatever, and I love that. Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that.
Shout out to BG too, man.
People just let you know they're checking in and stuff. I like checking in, man. It's cool. I had a couple people check in with me this week too, and it does feel good.
Yeah, bro. So that matters, right? That's dope.
Yeah, it does, especially when it's like the good people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You get the other ones where they check in. You're like, fuck, I wish you didn't. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's a lot of noise too, though.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta be on the right frequency.
Yeah, I should.
You gotta be tuned in, because the whole thing about our thing is,
yeah,
it's called tuning in, because to tune in, to be on the right note and the right pitch.
Yep.
When you are not tuned in, you might be slightly off. There's hella static, and we don't want noise. We want super duper dialed in, perfect tuning.
Yeah, absolutely. Best
because that's is nothing like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, imagine playing you're a guitarist, Josh. You're a guitarist. Imagine playing a guitar that's not tuned.
It's terrible. The first thing I do is tune that shit.
Like, that would grind your gears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It grinds my gears.
So tuning in is important, like,
I think it is, for sure.
You're tuning in, your whole environment, like where you live. You could fine tune your life.
Yeah. Sean, what is your thoughts on some of these current events going on, man? Like the Doge, the Elon Musk team working for President Trump.
Oh God,
it's ruffling some feathers.
I think it's cool, but they need to keep Elon. They need to keep Elon off of camera and stage, because this dude likes it too much. Like, Bill, go make a robot, make a rocket, go make a ship.
Yeah, he's out there wearing his
Stop doing all this weird shit you're doing.
He's got his Make America
Great. He's over
Great
here with the fucking chainsaw.
Yeah.
And it's just like his interviews suck.
I think they're hilarious.
People love them. It's cool. Teslas are dope, but like, bro, just go. What are you saying?
Yeah, he's pissing people off.
I don't know.
Certain people.
I'm sure Doge's cool and they're doing their job.
They're doing a lot.
But I don't know. I seen a couple of little clips of him, and he's all like, yeah, this is dark mega. This is dude. Nobody cares. Just go do what you were supposed to do.
Well, that's what he's supposed to do. He's the face of it.
Like,
so, like, what cracked me up the other day is they're like, he was reporting back at the end of the day what the team had found, and they're like, well, how do these federal retirements happen? He's like, oh, well, how long does it take? It can take months. Like, what, months for somebody to retire? It's like, yeah, because once they hit the button, it's got to go down to the mine. I'm like, what? It's like an actual mine, like an old lime mine or something, and it's in the mountain. And like somebody hits the button, and you got to take an elevator down, and it's like a bunch of paper copies inside of a mountain, and like people have to like push it down. That's what I'm telling you, bro. I gotta send you the clips of this stuff. I
haven't seen it, but Elon does very like awkward appearances, and I think they're unnecessary. Just go be Doge about it. Like, go be efficient. You want to be efficient? Just be efficient. Quick killing footage. We don't want to see that.
I want to see it. Personally, I find it.
I mean, I want to see it just because it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it's not like, oh, damn, what you say, Elon? Let me run it back. Like, Elon ain't saying shit I don't want to hear. I want you to make rockets and stuff.
I get like 16 to 20 X notifications a day, and they're like all him.
Bro, if Elon could like never say anything, I'd be cool with that. Like, dude, make a robot.
I think there's a lot of people in your camp. Do you think he's a Nazi?
I don't even know what a Nazi is, like, really, really.
Neither does anybody else.
It's a German guy, so he's like a Hitler.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I don't know. I think he likes attention too much.
I think so, but I don't know. I think it's an interesting time. Been cracking me up.
And he's hella robotic himself. Like his sense of humor is all like
Yeah,
uh, calculated and shit. He's like, oh, I don't know.
yeah.
You know, I don't know, bro.
They finally, basically,
Literally, whatever.
well,
Like,
we're like 2 months into a new, not even a full 2 months into a new presidential and federal team, and they're like axing all kinds of shit. They're really moving fast, and it's got people kind of twisted their little panties a little bit. Like today,
it's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm not always up on everything, but I'm a big fan of people doing their job and like just doing that.
Yeah,
like, if you're a president, be a really good president. Stop trying to be a fucking actor or whatever. You know what I mean? Just, even though presidents are fucking actors,
yeah,
all of them are saying shit that they don't really
it's
believe.
performative. Yeah, it has some performance aspect to it.
But I like dudes who speak from experience and that they have something to do with the topic, and they bring some new information or experience.
That's one of the things that
These type of dudes just confuse me.
Yeah, they got a lot going on. That's why you can't keep up. Like if you're on
which politics will eventually confuse you, no matter how smart you are.
yeah.
No matter how many books you read. If you read another book, trust me, you're about to be confused.
It's a daily thing. You have to like we were talking about tuning in for instruments. Your mind has to be tuned in on that stuff every day to really track where it's going, because too much happens from one day to the next around the world and stuff. So like it's getting pretty intense.
Yeah.
They're hitting the military.
I only hope that they do what they're saying. I hope they are go ahead.
No, yeah, I mean the cuts and stuff like that, the changes are hitting the military now too. Big time. They just let some people go, like generals got relieved of duty.
And are they positive? How's the response? Are the
That's what I found was interesting, was the bit of a mix. I was reading through somebody's thread, a random public figure had posted a thread. They were really like not taking a stance one way or the other. He just was like, hey, there's a lot going on. There's a new president. They got this team going, doing stuff. What are your guys' opinions? Let's talk about it here in this chat. And it was really mixed. You had some people that are very pro all the changes that are happening and the moves that people are making, and some people that were like really not. So I think too, like, they're relieving several thousand federal employees from jobs. They're trying to trim the federal government down, shrink it a little bit so they can reallocate the budget and send it off to different things. And they're, that puts people out of jobs. You know what I mean? Puts people out of work, so it impacts their family.
That's never good.
It's
when risky. People lose their jobs,
it's a risky thing to do. But like, if you don't do it, right? If you don't do it, then that federal government continues to grow. Then your tax dollars continue to grow. And then it just becomes this perpetual thing where just constant state of growth. Yeah, to the point now where it's like so big that they can't even fund it. So ultimately, that's why there's a little bit of a controversy around it, because some people will say, "Oh, this is crazy. They're cutting all these people," and they're being a little nasty about it. In some people's eyes, not everyone's. But I found that it's still going on. Like Monday, all federal workers have to send in a note that says what they did last week? Five bullets of what they did last week. Doesn't sound too hard, but you know what I mean? Like, if you can't do that, then what were you really doing? I could tell you 5 things that I did in a single day every day.
And honestly, that's good because you know what? If there's people on the payroll that are just getting paid to hang out, let them just hang out and not get paid.
Well, that's where the controversy comes in because, you know, if you're not a productive employee, but you're in a publicly funded job, your payroll, your benefits, your retirement pension, and everything is paid through taxes. So that's why people are upset. You know, it's like, okay, well, where are all these people? But it hits places like D.C., Maryland, Virginia. That area is so much part of the federal government and enterprise. Like that place is a madhouse right now.
Josh,
it's fun to watch. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're gonna hit me for this.
What? You need a break? No, you're good. We'll take a break and we'll come back. We'll talk about some other things. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pause
My
it.
bad, dog.
No, you're good. Let me pause it.
All right. Okay, good. Welcome back.
We're back from the break. Shift gears a little bit, man, because this episode's main topic is about evolution of streaming, but also this thing called the algorithm. What's on your mind,
Josh,
Sean?
I'm sorry, bro. Totally going on a tangent.
Already, bro? We just came back from the break.
I know. But like, bro, when California goes all electric, we gotta change the name of the segment from grinding my gears to drains my battery or something.
Grinds my gigabytes.
Like, what drains my battery? Because we won't have gears in the.
Is it gigabytes or gigabytes?
It's.
All right, man. So there's this theory, right? The algorithm versus the people, right? It says this is about this tension between automated decision-making processes that algorithms use in technology, like companies using them, other peoples are using them, us as users, consumers. We get impacted by the decisions that these softwares are making. You know what I mean? So people have different variety of concerns, meaning, is there privacy concerns, biases, a lack of transparency about how these algorithms actually work and who's designing them and stuff. So like just the impact on daily life, think about like every day, a lot of people are on social medias. They're on, they're getting their news, they're shopping, you're putting in for a job application, like everything that you are experiencing in some way, shape, or form is now impacted by some computer algorithm. It's crazy, man. Like, what do you think about the daily impacts of these things?
It's very, very serious because I was talking to my friend about, I'm like, yo, look up this song. He was like, oh yeah, I gotta do it on this computer. I don't want to fuck up my algorithm. He's like, oh yeah, if I search it on this computer, it's gonna ruin my algorithm. So I gotta keep it here.
Damn.
He's gonna go like incognito and like look it up so it doesn't mess up the algorithm. He's like, wow. Yeah, my Apple thing, I don't want to listen to anything I don't listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
So it won't manipulate the algorithm. So it's like that serious. Like you look up some shit. You look up some shit now, that's your algorithm.
Yeah, it starts fucking up your whole feed. You ever think
like
about
you can't even like mindlessly wander. Like you're like, yeah, let me see some like Brazilian music. Now they're gonna recommend you 20 fucking Brazilian songs.
I got this thought, man, like they call it a feed, right? So what are they feeding you? And you can manipulate your algorithm. So like the things you follow, the things you search, the things you hover over, the click that you engage with, it's gonna feed you more of that. So If you're acting
You
like
know
you're,
that saying, bro?
if you're acting like you're
What
hungry
you're
for these things, it's gonna keep feeding you, bro. You are what you eat.
what you're seeking is also seeking you.
Yep, exactly. So like,
But that's hella scary, man.
it's hella scary. But I mean, think about it. This can shape
Right?
your whole outlook on life. You know,
Have you ever found something because of the algorithm that you were like, hey, thank you?
of course, it does what it's supposed to do. It knows what you're looking for. It makes very smart
Bro,
suggestions.
can I take you back to when algorithms were very, very basic?
Of course, I love that.
Okay, do you remember the website called mp3.com?
Vaguely.
Okay, so this was kind of like uh, people trying to go from like CD to the MP3 world, from piracy to like legal.
Oh,
Uh, so I was like heavily into Tool because of all my friends like you,
yeah.
Steve, Trevor, and all these guys, right? We all listen to that shit, right?
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, I love it, and I bought the CDs, and now we were exploring the MP3 world,
Yeah.
and I would go online and put in MP3, and the engine would bring up this website called mp3.com, straight up mp3.com. You would go to that website for all of your MP3, bro, and I would look up Tool
Mm.
and download whatever MP3s they had, and that website would recommend some other band saying bands similar to Tool,
Yeah.
and I discovered this is like 1999, 98, like early.
Yeah.
Uh, I found a couple of bands that they recommended me. I don't know if it was algorithm
Hmm.
or the website, but they recommended me a couple of other bands that I listened to samples,
Yeah.
and then I was like, I like it, and I bought the fucking CD from mp3.com.
Yeah.
I bought a CD from mp3.com.
Yeah.
That makes no sense right now. I bought a CD
Yeah.
from MP3. And I was like, yo, I love this. I bought these 10 songs. And this one band from like the Midwest that was like emulating Tool, I fucking forget their name. But I ordered a bunch of music from them.
Mm.
Like I would have never discovered them locally,
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. It takes you down those
which
paths.
I don't even know. They were talented.
Yeah.
I just don't remember their name right now.
Was it Chevelle? The Red? They were very,
Nah.
they were very Tool influenced.
If
But
I go back in my like a email history, I could like dig up my records from '90s
oh
and
yeah.
probably find that purchase. But I've bought MP3s, bro, on CDs.
Yeah. I mean,
Like what the
it's
fuck?
silly,
Like
but
they
that's what
mailed
people
me a
put on it.
physical CD at my house.
Yeah.
But that feeling when I got that CD and I put it in, I was like,
Let's get it.
that's music.
Yeah. I love that. These systems nowadays are very manipulative, so people got issues with them because
Hey,
they're so complex, man. You know?
bro, I hate my Spotify algorithm. Everything it recommends me, I don't like. It's because I was looking for it or some shit. Whatever, like my feed looks horrible.
Yeah.
I just listen to my playlist. Like
I don't
whatever it recommends me, I'm like, bro, I don't like this.
I don't even know if Spotify has ever recommended me anything because I don't use it that way. I like go to an artist,
It's always like,
artist
yo,
play.
artist similar to this guy.
Oh, I think I've seen that before, but I don't really mess with that. They'll play
Yeah.
like if I listen to an artist, it'll have playlists underneath it. That those are kind of cool. Sometimes I'll check them out, but other than that, I just go to an artist and I know what I'm looking for and I just play it. So I don't know. I kind of understand how the algorithms work in a general sense, so I just stay out of it. But have you ever heard of an echo chamber?
I've heard of it.
Hmm.
but I don't know what it does. You gotta kind of like put me on
So
that.
basically, like the algorithm, what will happen is if you
Okay, I
like
know.
if
It's like whatever you say, it comes back at you.
similar, but more like it filters out shit that's an opposite perspective from what you like. So then it starts connecting you with only like-minded folks.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, you become into this little silo where there's no diversity. There's no thought diversity. Everybody in that algorithm matrix is all thinking and driving the same way. So you're like, oh, have you heard of this? Oh, yeah, I've heard of that. Oh, F this. Oh, yeah, F that. And it's all the same thing. It's like, you know what I mean? So it's like there's no growth because you can, and it's really interesting. Pay attention when you're looking at people on your feed and your friends list and whatever, and even in just the comments of public stuff on pages, you would tell what kind of echo chambers people's come from just
Oh yeah,
just by their comments. You're like, oh, I know what kind of folks you roll with.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
happens on every side, man. It happens on every side. So I like to be cognizant of echo chambers, and be cognizant of how biases play into these programs, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
they also advertise to you. They use predictive text to guess what you're going to say based off the multitude of things that you've searched in your search history and or have discussed and or you know those people in your echo chamber have also frequented. So it's crazy how this works, man. But like, you know what I'm talking about. You've been talking about something like, man, oh, I really like black Nike shirts. They're the best. I have a collection of them, and that's all I wear. And so the next time as soon as you log into the next thing, the first thing you see is an advertisement for a black Nike shirt, and you're like, oh, so you've been stalking me. I haven't even touched that phone.
Oh,
Weird, right?
bro, it's I think it's listening and it's watching because sometimes I don't even have to say a word. It's like, hey, you're out of toilet paper.
Yeah,
And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. How'd you know?
exactly. Exactly.
It's like it's time to order that coffee again. I'm like,
Yeah. You know why?
it's like
Because
it's been 6 weeks.
it's a computer, so it's not going to succumb to the same.
It's calculations or whatever.
Well, yeah, it's not going to succumb to the same effects that our minds have. Our minds wander on things, and they stray. And so, like, could you imagine being so ultra focused? This is what the brilliant people are. They're able to use their mind very um, structured, very deliberately, like almost like a computer. Computers function. It does its function, and it does it very well. It's not going to forget. It always remember. But like, even if you're good at something, right? You go to make. Let's say we just stay on the music vein. You're producing a song. You use these tools 1,000 times. You go in there and you're like, ah, oh, man, how do I do that thing? It takes you a while to jog that memory back. Computer's not like that. Computer is a function. It's going to function the way it's meant to operate. So it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't fall victim or succumb to those same faults and faults of logic that we have. So, they glitch out and they have issues, but at the same time, these algorithmic um, operating systems and softwares that people create, they're very powerful nowadays, bro. They've grown so much, but they do help, right? Like,
You know, over here in fucking Palo Alto or whatever, wherever the Microsoft campus is over there,
yeah.
they have this museum of history of computer museum.
Hmm.
I always like drive by it. I'm like, damn, I gotta check that out one day. Like they got a bunch of shit from like the starting point to up.
Yeah.
It that's gotta be interesting. I always thought I was like, man, I gotta take my niece and
Just go
nephews out
check it
that way.
out, man. Those are the ways you
I
really.
need to. I just haven't done it yet. But
Yeah,
like I've been meaning to.
that would be dope.
Because bro, that's like our times. You know what I mean? We saw it. You know how like the back in the days they had pyramids or whatever. Like that was their shit. Our shit is the Pentium chip. Or
Technology.
like, yeah, that's our thing. That's our time. That's back in our days.
Well, yeah, I
That
mean,
modem.
I just saw something amazing
That
today, Sean. I saw something amazing today that just like
something that made your day.
it was just amazing. Like Elena and I we went to the ocean or the cliff, and we were
Shout
just
out Elena too, by
chilling.
the way.
The greatest of all time. Yeah,
Elena is the greatest of all time.
of course, she's the best. Love her. We were
Yeah,
up
yeah, of
there.
course. Yeah.
I was looking at the stars. I'm like, yo, check this out. She saw a shooting star, and then I looked up, and I'm like, looking for him. I'm like, I love shooting stars. I want to see one. But I'd seen a satellite
Huh.
coasting through the sky. I'm like, damn, I haven't seen one of those in a minute. I'm in LA, so like, what's the chance I'm going to see a satellite? Then I've never seen this before. Like a hand's width from my view in the sky is another satellite, and they're paired up, traveling in their own pattern, but at the same exact speed and the same distance equally through this whole sky. And I was just like, what does it take to make that happen? You know what I'm saying? We take things for granted all the time, like our cell phones. This phone call right now that we're on for the podcast, you know what I mean? Like it's beaming off who knows what through the sky, through space to
It
make
is
the connection
nothing
happen.
less than a miracle, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's
The
incredible.
fact that our like the radio frequency signal, what is that?
Yeah. You can't see it, but we see each other right now.
We're connected.
Yeah.
We're tuned into that frequency. Because of that, we're connected.
I see what you
And
did there.
connection is everything, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing like humans out here looking for is to connect.
Yeah. I mean, you're nothing without your connection, right? Whether it's
Yeah.
so like I just found that was amazing, So like there's upsides to the algorithms and other technologies that rely on these things. They keep things they keep things connected. They keep them operating
No, I
efficiently.
love all of it, but I also really appreciate like the times we're from. Like I will never ever forget those times, and I will always hold that time close to my heart just because it was such a special time before we really took off on this UFO. Bro, we were on the ground right there, fucking next to the grass. I will never forget that. And like, I always come back to that shit, bro.
Yeah,
To me, that was real shit. Anything else after that, that is not my shit. That's y'all's.
Exactly. We're gonna get to that old
That,
age and be like
yeah,
that.
that's my shit.
I
That's
think
where I feel like hell yeah, bro.
back to like eavesdropping or listening to us or somehow feels like sometimes it just reads our mind or like there's some serious privacy concerns too because like there's a whole black market. We talked about scammers earlier. He just robocalling shit.
The dark web.
Yeah, man. Like you already know the information's leaked somewhere. Somebody's gonna use it.
Bro, AT&T sent me a message like, "Hey, your phone number was found on dark web." I'm like, why the fuck are you on the dark web? And like,
yeah.
And if you find my number, do something about it. Like, damn, why am I paying you?
So cybersecurity folks, they do research on the dark web and they try to locate customers' information to protect it. But that's again, how much information of ours do we give to everybody free willy-nilly? Oh, hey, thank you for calling. Yeah, we
No,
need to confirm your identity. Can we have your social security number real quick? Yeah, like I don't.
I just want to be like, hey, can you tell me my social security? Like, you know everything about me.
Aren't you with the social security team? Like, yeah. Like what the hell?
Yeah, like, don't you know everything? What do you even?
Yeah. That's what trips me out, man. This is like human oversight is one of the things that people argue for when it comes to these algorithms. But then again, humans are just as unethical as maybe a computer system might be. So then you get more people in the mix. How many people do we really trust?
None.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
it's a weird thing, man. But like, as I'll just pivot it to creatives, right? Like we're creating stuff. So like the algorithm on YouTube, it you say anything
hmm
that goes against the grain of the biases of the YouTube Google world, they're gonna throttle you back. Unless you're so big that you know they're gonna make lots of money off you. But if you're a small channel like ours, they're gonna throttle you back straight off the grip. So you got to be really good in order to get that voice out. So you
and
know,
and we've recently just seen that in our experiment between
that's right.
Rumble and YouTube.
Exactly. It's a
Like the
simple.
same episode on Rumble without any push is moving like 3 times more
Yeah, and we
than
don't have to have
YouTube.
1,000 followers to meet the threshold of monetization. It's like, oh, we already made $1.
Yeah.
It's more $1
Yeah,
more
so
than we ever made
so
on YouTube in a year.
so algorithm is definitely putting us
Yeah,
in a certain position where on Rumble we're getting 300 views in a day. YouTube we're getting 34 in a week.
yeah. So, what do you think about shadow banning? You think
You
it's
know,
real?
hella real. I've seen it. I've been shadow banned in multiple platforms throughout different shits that was happening
Do you
in
think it's the
history. You
algorithm
know,
that shadow bans you?
yeah, algorithm and like probably a lot of people reporting your accounts or depending on whatever their motive is.
Yeah,
Like when I was dropping songs during the pandemic around the farmers protest,
yeah.
my reach went down to like one person,
Weird.
and
They shut you
and my
down.
friends were telling me they could not even look up my shit in the search bar in India. Like my name wouldn't pop up, my songs wouldn't pop up. They dis they blocked my comments.
Yeah,
Like I had on some of my videos, I had like 300 comments,
yeah.
and they cut my comments off. And I don't know who did that. Why did that happen? Like people now, when I release a song,
Is that on
my
YouTube?
comment section's already blocked. Yeah, like my comment section on YouTube is already blocked when I drop something. Like, why?
Hmm.
What the fuck?
I wonder
You
how you.
scared of me, bro?
Yeah, I wonder
You
how you.
scared of the conversation I'm sparking?
I wonder how you can get out of it. Well, let's say so. If, for those folks maybe that don't know what a shadow ban is, this is the definition. It says it's a covert restriction that makes a user's social media content less visible or invisible to others. So
Invisible in my case,
yeah, it's a
cause
form
you
of
could, bro.
content moderation. They say that's used to manage questionable, spammy, or rule breaking content. Right. So like it limits the user's reach, it limits your engagement, it limits your visibility. You can still access your stuff. Some people can still access your stuff, but it's not going to show up in the search. Or it's not going to show up in the hashtag or in another user's feed. Nobody's going to get it. And then, like, you won't even get a warning.
Yeah. So you know what that tells me? Whether it's online or offline, it's a certain like mind frame behind the shit.
Yeah.
Like even if we didn't have the internet, it'd be some weirdo over there trying to fucking stop me from saying what I'm saying.
Yep.
Now that we have the internet, it's the same fucker on the internet,
Yeah, that's true. But that's the
or
thing.
or
Like,
a group of fucking weirdos.
say, like,
But
moderator, right? There's a difference between moderation and censorship, you know?
yeah, totally. But they both have the same power.
Yeah, essentially. But
They can
one moderation is,
they can mute your input.
moderation is like the soft core term for censorship. Dude, if they're going to use moderator tools against you, they're basically censoring your freedom of speech. But that's the thing, is that's their platform. So
Moderation. I'll give you a good example of moderation.
yeah.
You know that platform, Clubhouse?
Yep.
So it had moderators. Let's say I'm the host.
Mm-hmm.
I could have like 3, 4, or as many moderators as possible, which means I give them the power to mute whoever from the audience.
Yeah.
Like they can mute anybody being disrespectful. My moderators can mute them or do whatever. So we used to have rooms where like 30, 40 of us would be talking about a certain shit, and they would know the type of shit that goes on in there.
Yeah.
And that is an audio platform, so they can't see each other. Like we
Right.
can't see. It's not like Zoom. It's strictly audio. So a lot of people, when they hear the audio, they just don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And they would get mad at me, like, because I started doing this thing where like people knew they liked being in my room because I was always being like lighthearted, like goofy and funny and shit. You know what I mean? So I would do this thing where like people be talking, and like I would have some green tea or whatever, and I would just pour it like this just for the sound, like,
Ooh.
right?
Good.
And it's just sound. It's just sound, right? So I would just pour it for like a minute, like,
That's excessive.
and people would like, and they would know that it's me, that I'm just messing around, and that's the temperature of my room.
Yeah.
We're just over here. It's fucking pandemic. I'm just trying to make you guys laugh and shit, like,
Yeah.
Exactly. And the room fucking grew big to where like it was like from 30 to 50 people, and we made a few other fucking people be the moderators.
Yeah.
And now these motherfuckers don't even know how the room works. And I'm over here just doing my regular shit. And it's like, it's late and people are like locked in their house. And I'm just trying to make their days a little better. I go over here and I log in and I go, and I start pouring my little tea. And the bitches think I'm like fucking peeing or something. And they start to moderate me.
This is disgusting.
They fucking mute me and kick me out of my own room. I'm like, yo, who the fuck are you? We do, like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Why are you moderating me? Like, and what the fuck you think is going on?
It's too funny.
I'm just being goofy about this, like, sound shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine, like, nobody can hear you, and it's like 2 in the morning, and we're all just talking about some random shit, and I just cut the mic on and go,
careful, bro. You're gonna get moderated.
they know it's me.
It's too funny.
And like people who knew me, they were like, oh, okay, Sean's in the building. And this fucking crazy bitch be like, that's disrespectful. I'm gonna moderate.
Oh wow.
Fuck out of here. You ain't moderating me.
It's too funny. Yeah.
But it was, bro, I totally went on a long ass fucking tangent. But yeah, don't moderate. That's how I know the word.
Yeah. That's how they do it, man.
Everything in moderation, you know what I mean?
Everything in moderation, not censored.
But yeah, I'm Josh. I'm sorry, dude. I'm a bad co-host. I'm always going on tangents, but
I love it. Yeah, I think Shadow.
Yeah, people be misreading me for days, bro. People always think it's, if you don't know me, you always think I'm up to something like that I'm not up to. But if you know me, like I feel like you know me, right?
Of course, yeah.
Whenever I do some fucking trippy shit, you're like, yeah, okay, that's this guy, right? Like, it's never like, oh, you're being disrespectful. I don't know. You gotta know me a little bit. You gotta know me a little bit before.
No doubt.
And yeah, some people, they just don't know me, and like,
But that's how it is. The internet, nobody knows you.
They be trying to fucking moderate me.
Yeah, I mean the
And I
system.
don't like being moderated. Like, what do you mean?
I think it is they put these tools in here so that they could protect their brand, whatever, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's a social pressure, so they'll just put you out pretty much. Oh, that's hate speech. Oh, that's bullying. Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, that's copyrighted. Oh, all the many reasons why
Yeah, bro.
they can tag you and
She
ticket
fucking
you and kick you out.
this little sensitive bitch. She kicked me out the room, and all of a sudden everybody left because like, what's happening now?
Yeah. Yeah, and I
Like
think
you're
freedom of speech
moderating the
is good.
shit out of everybody. That's cool.
If you're not
And now
making
nobody's in the room.
yeah, if you're not making threats towards people and you're not actually doing like really wild shit, like you're just talking and you're just being yourself,
Yeah, have a
calm down.
little sense of humor. Like not as much as fucking
Yeah,
Elon Musk, but a
just as
little
much
less than that.
if you like it.
Yeah, you saw the Elon claim is like, oh, the left is trying to censor comedy. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. Love
how
it.
you gonna do that?
Yeah, they won't
Yeah,
never do it.
but no, no, dude, like just a little sense of,
That's all you got to be, dude.
I don't know.
Elon Sean.
I don't know. That's why I like being around people that know me because you know me.
It's like I said, bro. Elon Sean.
Like I say, John, you never fucking said that, bro.
It's like I said, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like I said, dude.
Like I said.
Gotta have a little fun.
Episode number 35, El 35.
That's right. Hey, they've been rocking with us. If you've been rocking with us through our
Hey,
show,
you know what's a crazy
you're
word
helping us out. What?
for 35? In Punjabi, 35 is penti.
Penty?
Penti.
Yeah, don't get your penties in a twist. Terrible joke. My bad, dog.
35.
See, even when you don't teach me the bad words, I turn them into bad words.
I was hoping you'd do it because
Hey,
I didn't have to do it.
it's in case. Hey, this is for Sean. Sean taught me this word, benchod.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget it. I forget what it means, but I know it's a bad word. It means like
It's okay. It's yeah.
my homies, my Afghan homies, they taught me like how to say like your mother's a cow. I forgot
Oh
how
yeah.
it was great, dude. When they taught me shit, I would fucking use it all the time. I'd get in so much trouble.
Damn, you know what's we share a lot of words from
Yeah,
Farsi to Punjabi because
yeah,
we're neighbors.
yeah.
So
That's
we
why I
basically
actually knew
get our alphabets and shit
I knew that
from
word
them,
from them too. And when you taught it to me, I'm like, oh shit, I actually knew that word. I forgot it though.
bro. Actually, the word Punjab is actually straight up Farsi because
Yeah.
Punj in Farsi means five, and Ab
The five
in
rivers.
Farsi means river, and we borrow that from them. That's what like Punjabi is a mixture of like Farsi and Sanskrit and Hindi and
Yeah. It's a
everything.
mixed up
Like we
language.
got a bunch of words, but it's still its own thing. You know what was tripping me out the other day? Because
Yeah.
I think in like different languages. Like I was at a red light and I seen some funny shit happen, and I ran a whole joke in my head, and
Yeah.
it worked perfectly in English. And I was like, how would I say that in Punjabi? I got stuck, bro. It wouldn't be funny in Punjabi, like,
It was just not good.
or like I was like, man, how would I say it where it's funny? It wasn't. It had to be English.
That's how it is
Like
sometimes.
I think about shit like that.
That's good.
It got I'm like, okay,
You're using your brain.
I was like in English, in English, it flows, and I ran the same thing in Punjabi.
Yeah.
It didn't hit, and just like that, certain things hit in Punjabi, and when I translate it,
It doesn't work.
you just gotta give up. And I'm like, damn, bro, like it's a challenge trying to like be funny in the both language in a similar type of way. Certain things work, but certain things, because language has a flow.
Yeah. It did the different.
Certain things are funny because of the flow, and like how you flow and where you drop the punchline is funny.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's true. That makes sense.
And what you say
Delivery
also.
and timing.
What Yeah, languages are rhythmic. There's
Yep.
timing involved.
So are jokes.
Which yeah, and I'm blessed to know English because that's like another language that gives me extra shit to
Hell
be
yeah.
funny in, I guess.
Absolutely, bro. Hey,
I
you got
went
any?
to the shop earlier.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Fuck
What shop? You
it.
can't
No,
halfway
that's
start a
good.
story, bro. Like I was saying.
Oh, like I said, no, it's just because when I go there, I deal with these people in English. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I joke around with them. They were like, "Oh yeah, we were talking about you." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "Oh yeah, no, we were what the fuck this is? Oh, we were remembering you or some shit." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "Oh, we thought you were funny." And I was like, "All right, that's cool." But it's like, but I communicate with them in English,
Oh yeah.
so I don't know. It, I'm totally on a tangent right now.
Well, let's take it home. Let's think back and you got any recaps? I got some thoughts on our conversation for the day and the final message. If you have
Thou
any,
shalt not recap.
thou shall not recap.
If you've been capping,
No recapping. Yeah.
recapping is basically if you was capping and I let it go and then you did it again. It's like, bro, that's
Yeah, bro.
recap.
That's not cool. Yeah, man. I think
Skibbity.
yeah, no skibbities. I think it's important to be mindful of this stuff at the general sense, right? Because if you're not mindful, it's gonna take advantage of you. So, yeah, hopefully, if anything, our conversation was pretty good. I really enjoyed that playlist movie and got me thinking and reminiscing about how everything changed over time and became what it is. And I look forward to seeing where it goes. I'm still using that stuff. I use it every day. I think it's important for us to uh, be mindful of these algorithms and protect your security and all that. Ties into what our closing remarks always are in this place, anyways, man. Right? So, episode 35, Us Against the Algorithm. Y'all been rocking with us. We appreciate you. Applause for all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Woo!
And thank you
Oh
for
shit.
subscribing. Thank you for just now hitting that button so that you come back and check us out some more. Give the show a like or two. Find us on Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, all the places. We're out there. We're in here. We're everywhere. The algorithm. We're one.
Bro,
And get
can
it.
we next episode,
Yeah.
can we make that about changes?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
Because
fucking do
remember that song by Ozzy Osbourne?
it. Mm-hmm.
I'm going through changes.
Yep.
And that song by 50 Cent, Things Never Stay the Same.
Yep.
Things change. I think that's the whole episode. Let's you were just saying something. It just sparked a thought in my head
Yeah, man.
about changes, and I think we're at an age where we've been through a bunch of changes, bro,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and we're gonna keep going through changes. I think life is all about changes. I think let this be a cap about changes, and next time we start the next episode, we will recap about how we're gonna go into the
All right.
next episode about changes. I think it's something I want to talk to you about basically.
All
So
right, let's get it, bro. Let's cue it
and
up.
we should dig up a bunch of songs about changes, just like the Ozzy Osbourne. Like
Yeah.
uh let's pick out some poetry because everybody goes through changes. Life is all about the only thing constant in life is
Change, bro.
the change.
That's it. Hey,
Right?
yep.
So if you're down, I think the let's do an episode on
Let's do it, bro.
changes.
And everybody can just chill till the
You
next
know,
episode.
and hey yo, I see no changes.
Yep.
Wake up in the
Yeah.
morning and I ask
Ding,
myself,
ding, ding.
His life was living. I should have blessed myself.
Yeah.
I see no changes. I think next episode, hey, yeah.
Till the
Changes.
next episode. Yeah, man. So, as we opened with the poem, I'll close with the final, just the quote from it. Two roads diverged in a wood.
Bars.
Took the one less travel by, and that has made all the difference. So, if you want to be a trailblazer, get off the beaten path, take a chance. You'll be better for it. We appreciate y'all, as we say every time on this show. Thank you for tuning in. Protect your heart, protect your mind. Sean, what else they got to protect?
Protect your pin code.
Peace, y'all.
Hey, yeah.